There's a bunch of stuff I could say about what happened last night. I feel like I should have already been talking about this series. I've just been kind of slacking. Just the fact that it's the fifth time that LeBron James and Stephen Curry have met in the playoffs is already noteworthy enough. But last night was one of the wildest, most fun, but also weirdest games I've seen in some time. And I just kind of want to go over a couple of really strange things that happened last night. So let's get into it. Derapy. So in the first quarter of this game, there was this play. The Warriors were running back in transition after a missed Lakers shot, and Draymond Green throws the ball to seemingly nobody. Actually throws it to one of the coaches on the bench for the Lakers. Now, at first I was like, oh, Draymond's kind of losing it. He's getting old. Whatever, maybe it has something to do with that hit to the head. I don't know when that happened during the game, but look at it. It's bad, right? Yeah, that's amongst a bunch of crazy things that happened. But the reason why Draymond Green was throwing it to a member of the Lakers staff is because he expected Gary Payton to be there. Why was Gary Payton not there?
I don't know. Why wasn't he there?
He threw up in his mouth and had to leave the court, and apparently he couldn't get anybody's attention. They didn't want to call a timeout, or they just wanted to continue running in transition. This guy throws up in his mouth. Has to leave, comes back though. Talk about a puke and rally, but that's just the first thing, okay? You know how people often talk about how the Golden State Warriors have the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of the universe? Yeah, I mean, I think most people that know anything about basketball would agree to that. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson are phenomenal, and they revolutionized the game. A lot of people give that credit to Steph, but I truly believe that Steph Curry wouldn't become the shooter that he is today without people also having to worry about his teammate, who just so happens to also be one of the greatest shooters ever. Except for sometimes being tonight. Klay Thompson had 9 points, and I feel like that can get lost because there's so many crazy things that happen throughout this game and are happening throughout the series. But the thing about Klay Thompson is he has the tendency to have incredible, phenomenal games. Like just earlier in the series, he made 8 3-pointers in one game. Like I believe he was 8 for 11. This is the same guy that scored over 30 and a quarter. I remember apparently he scored like 60 points on like 12 dribbles or something crazy like that in a different game. But occasionally he'll just decide, you know, I'm not working today. Like I just don't feel like it. Okay. Want to hear something else funny? Another member of the Golden State Warriors who is supposed to be known for their incredible three-point shooting, his name is Jordan Poole. Now, you would be shocked to discover that while you were sitting at home last night, or maybe you were laying down, maybe you actually went out, it doesn't really matter. I don't know what you were doing, but would you believe that you scored the same amount of points that Jordan Poole scored in the Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers game last night? He scored 0 points. None. 0. You would also be shocked to discover that this is the same person who just recently signed a $140 million contract to play basketball, to throw the ball through the hoop. And he did that not once yesterday, which is funny because it also follows this strange and kind of silly video that preceded the game where Jordan Poole saw something interesting on his phone. I don't know. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can take a look at the video. I mean, it seems like excitement. Like, it looks like it's good news. You think he would be enthusiastic to play basketball, but I don't know what he was doing out there. Maybe he was just getting a little bit of cardio, but he definitely wasn't making any jump shots. And it just seems kind of weird for somebody to make that amount of money and just not score.
It was one of the worst performances I've seen in my life.
That happened. Oh, by the way, here's how the game went. Los Angeles Lakers take a 3-1 series lead, meaning now that the Lakers only have to win one more game before they're in the Western Conference Finals, and the Warriors need to win 3 games in a row in order to move on to the next round. 95% of the time, if a team is leading a series 3-1, they are going to win the series, so the Warriors are essentially cooked. Stephen Curry, it seems like he is the only true key to the Warriors' success. It's kind of just been like either Steph Curry's going to go absolutely crazy and score all of our points, or we are going to lose. And it's actually shocking that the game ended up being as close as it was. Steph Curry, by the way, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. That's a triple-double, by the way. And 3 steals. But if you just took a glance at that, you would assume Steph Curry had a great game. They probably lost because Gary Payton threw up in his own mouth. Draymond Green was throwing the ball to random people and also got his head slammed against the ground. Jordan Poole forgot he was supposed to work today, and Klay Thompson was not a very good splash brother. But Steph Curry, in fact, only shot 40% from the field and was 3 of 14 from the three-point line, which is kind of supposed to be his thing. Also, low-key kind of got locked up by AD at the end of the game when he was supposed to be hitting a game-winning shot. And furthermore, off of this jump ball at the end of the game, just straight up threw the ball out of bounds after feeling a little bit of the pressure from the Lakers who were trying to get the ball from him, and they had a timeout. Didn't even have to do it. So not a great look for the chef. For the chef.
Oh, okay.
For the greatest shooter of all time. Oh, by the way, LeBron had a pretty good game. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. We're just so used to LeBron being great at this point that it's barely even worth mentioning, especially when it comes to games that they win. Anthony Davis had a pretty good night as well. 23 points, 15 rebounds.
But you're forgetting something.
Lonnie Walker
There you go.
is a name that you may not have heard before ever in your life, and you might not hear ever again after today. Last night, people were calling it the Lonnie Walker game. In the fourth quarter of this game, of this very tightly contested back and forth game, Lonnie Walker scored 15 points. For a little bit of context, okay, the Warriors as a team.
As a what?
As a team.
Oh, okay.
Scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Lonnie Walker almost beat them by himself. He essentially did, and it would just so happen that a lot of these shots were shot right over Steph Curry. So that's kind of tough. But it's really nice when you have instances like this. When you read about it in the morning, when you hear about it from your favorite sports media people, you really don't even get the same feeling as you would if you were watching it live. It's just one of those things you would just have to witness. There was a point where one of the announcers proudly proclaimed that it was the Lonnie Walker game, and that was just a really nice moment. So listen to it.
Ready. Lonnie Walker guarded by Curry. Walker pull up. Walker hits another one. It's the Lonnie Walker game.
This has been such a fun series to watch. All types of crazy shenanigans between the on-again, off-again, light switch kind of performances that Anthony Davis has. It looks like he's starting to string a couple of good games together. Never knowing whether Jordan Poole is going to decide to play basketball again or not. He's definitely there, but is he working? Klay Thompson, you never know if he's going to have one of the greatest games in the history of the league or if he's going to score 9 points. And Steph Curry just continuing to do Steph Curry things, and Draymond doing Draymond Green things as well. Just a little quick update. I might get a couple more basketball video / podcasts out before you know it, but I just wanted to let you guys know that a great thing happened last night. We witnessed some history. Lonnie Walker was cooking. See if he gets some more minutes in the future. But that's all I got. Love you. Mean it. Like, subscribe. Enjoy the outro. Thank you so much for joining me in Derapy today. New sessions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Give me 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's free. And shout out Lobo for the beat.
Yes! Come to Papa!
Might just quit my job, but it's really not too hard, but it be draining me. She hate to see a place that do be paying me, but playing me. Need some advice, clock out and go home and talk to the wife. She's so supportive and trust I do right, but I don't want the judgment or shame that comes with the game of jumping ship too early. Beat is bumping surely, need that grease is curly. Talking about my hair is thick just like my kid's hair, but not till 30. Getting ahead of myself. Talking like there's 2 of me, but peep my podcast art, I'm working like it's triple overtime. I will go cuckoo for mine, all my dreams they are sublime. Wanted fame since I was 9, Lobo cooked this up divine. We go deeper, feel the vibe, we don't stop at season 3, feel like we is season 5. I'm at the peak of my power, I see prey I devour. If it's chess I'm the tower, thinking deep when I hit the shower. Dark thoughts, anxiety, I beat it all. Try again, then positive vibes, I let them in. Come join the boy, let's settle in. Keep it going hard, that's sediment. I do a lot with a few words, and that's like revenant. And that's funny, cause I'm a Leo. That's your ironic.
Why?
I don't believe in the signs, but I know I'm a star. Sun or moon, I'm like tune in, but don't look up. That's another Leo reference, now you shook up. Girls say men are dogs, but I just